Greetings everyone, this is me again, Zahra, ex-Muslim, ex-Shia, come to help the Muslims see for themselves and decide. And this is not intended to make fun of anyone, any Muslim, or any harm to anyone, any religious person, right, or any Muslim. Now, thing is that please don't hurt people. I'm not doing this to hurt you. And I think the laws in Islam for killing apostates, those who leave their religion, should be changed, right? This, as it is in Ismaili Islam, the Ismaili Imam, His Highness Agha Khan IV, does not punish people for leaving religion. Not at all. Not even, any kind of other harm or punishment. So, let alone, death penalty. In 12 Shias also this is so. Okay, so this, and so no more threats and, saying things here, coming here and telling me that sir tan se juda kar denge, we will behead you. Things like that. And don't blaspheme against Prophet Muhammad. You see, this is academic and this is what I have found proof in the Quran ayats against him, Prophet Muhammad. Because when the Quran has contradictions and problems, then this cannot be from Allah, as the Quran ayat says. Reflect on the Quran ayats. If it is from other than Allah, then it would have much contradiction. So this also, and I showed earlier on, I showed in my live streams that the wives of Prophet Muhammad it's stated in the Quran ayat that you can be set free if you want the life of this world and luxury. So, come, I will release you with a handsome release, or just release you like that, or handsome release. It means that they will not be punished for choosing hayat dunya, the world, the life of this world and its luxury. This means leaving Islam also, right? Like I showed you in my previous live stream, the ayahs. This means they will not be harmed. No death penalty, no harm, excuse me, to them. Well, the other ayats against disbelievers, like be stern with them, and all this, that is there, and there are contradictions, right, in the Quran. And there's a hadith in the Sunni Muslim Islamic sources, which the 12 Shias take, like if you leave Islam, but there are dissenting views of 12 Shia religious scholars also on that. It depends on how they leave Islam, on what, because the Quran ayat says that they mock at you and all this. Now, we are serious people here, right? And we want the truth, and I'm doing this for the truth and justice. This is not mocking, Now, Quran ayat says they mocked him, and that's why they denied the signs purposely. This is what perhaps those disbelievers, be stern with them, and they fought, defaming the religion like this. But here, you see, the Quran ayat is not clear on that, like those who are serious about the religion, and they really feel that this is not only feel, but they logic, using logic, rationality, looking at Quran ayat says that ayat goes. They reflect if there are much contradictions, reflect on the ayats Quran. If there are much contradictions, this would be from other than Allah. So we are this serious, and we are after the truth, and we found that, and Allah doesn't say anything about them in the Quran. Not that I know or have come across. Right. So this also. So no more of this. Wherever you come from, sorry, whichever madhab you come from, whether Shia madhab or Sunni madhab or Quran only madhab. No beheading, warnings, and threats to me. Another thing is that you could say that I'm misguiding the people. If a Shia comes here, he might not want me to be killed or something, because there's dissenting views in Shia, 12 Shia Islam, of some religious scholars, that we shouldn't kill them because, if they seriously left and they're quiet and not say anything, or things like that. So loosely put by me here. So a Shia may come and say, you're saying things about our Imam and this, and you're misguiding people away from the true religion, and that would cause a khasara, loss, and even a hellfire. But Ismaili Islam doesn't say that the disbelievers who are misguided would go into the hellfire. Maybe there's another place they would go to, but not the hellfire. So even if they misguide and they are Christians, Jews, and from other religions, and those who leave this religion and take up other spiritual things, or, just atheism, right? So consider when you come as a 12er Shia also to tell me that I'm misguiding people and I'll be in the hellfire, that you think about which Imam you are following. You're following Imam Mahdi. There's Imam Prince Shah Karim al-Husseini. He's an Imam. And so how do you know that you 12 Shias are right and the Ismaili Shias are wrong? And the Imam is present, Hazir Nazir, present, and you are seeing. He's, you can see him. So this also consider, right? Before giving warnings and threats and telling us that we are misguiding people and we're going to go to hell, and those people who we misguide will also be going to hell with us, taking them to hell also. Think about it. So now a little bit Ismailis. On the Ismailis, it will come later on in these ayats. So you will see how what I'm saying and presenting, and then reach a conclusion on that, maybe on this live stream or later. So let's get on with this, right? Thank you so much. Oh, and another thing, now I've decided that if anyone comes here and doesn't stick to the topic, comments otherwise and not relating to the topic, I will not respond to them. Okay, thank you. And thank you to those who have been cooperating and who with me in this, who are participating, but they're just not commenting. And thank you for bearing with me here, my mistakes and all that, right? Trial and error. By trial and error, I come to show you. However, it has been established that, proof from Quran ayats, that this is a false religion. But now we need to now go deeper into this. How are we going deeper into this? To really make sure that even taking Ismaili, Shia, and other Quran ayats on polytheism, against polytheism, especially not especially, but I wrote this Surah 39 ayat 3, the polytheism of Surah 39 ayat 3. But the rest also you will be seeing here in this live stream. So the point was that we can see, right? It will help you. I hope it does, the Muslim believers, right? All of you Muslims from any madhab you may belong to, all of you, to see. Now we'll finish with it, we'll have to come to a point where we can conclude, we can decide that these ayats are unjust against polytheists. So this is what I've come here for, to help you now on this. Okay? Thank you. And so let's start. Surah 39 ayat 3 says, unquestionably for Allah is the pure religion, and those who take protectors besides them say, we only worship them. So this has been said about them. We only worship them, the awliyas, that they take besides Allah as awliyas. Awliyas could mean friends, guardian, protectors. We only worship them that they may bring us nearer to Allah in position. And Zulfa, if you say here, there's another ayat if you've forgotten, like I also forget ayats. So on this also I checked, and in my previous live stream I've given that even the believers can have Zulfa, nearness to Allah, qurbatan ilallah, in Zulfa, in position, in another ayat in the Quran, right? And how they come near to Allah. Indeed, Allah will judge between them concerning that over which they differ. Indeed, Allah does not guide he who is a liar and disbeliever, confirmed in brackets. I don't know why they put it. So, on this ayat also we'll see again, and on polytheism, on one point that will come up here in these notes, a point that will come up against polytheists. We'll see on that another point. After the story of Yusuf's father bowing in prostration to his son, Surah 12 ayat 100, there's this Surah 12 ayat 106, and most of them believe not in Allah except while they associate others with him. So mostly meaning the majority of people, they believe in Allah whilst they associate partners with him. What does this ayat mean now, right? Actually, so it says majority of them, most of them believe not in Allah except illallah while they associate others with him. This means that most of them believe in Allah when they are associating others with Allah. Polytheists believe in Allah while associating others with Allah. Right? And most of them also, majority of them. So, have you got that? Like in Ismailis, Ismaili Islam, it says most of them. Where have I got it? See if I have put it here. No. This part, all scriptures has a double meaning, and exoteric and esoteric. In the sphere of the former, worship is literal and symbolic. And Ismaili, however, is privy to a hidden esoteric truth in addition, as he worships with exoteric symbols and formulae in conformity with Islamic law. Right? He takes cognizance of the true deity the remote, awesome, unknowable, ineffable, Neoplatonic one, Neoplatonic one, stripped both physically and spiritually of all attributes and of all description and limit. This is for them the real God behind the symbols and beyond all illusions. Paul Walker, an Ismaili answer to the problem of worshipping the unknowable Neoplatonic God. So this magazine, volume 2, number 1. So you know that Allah is unknowable for the Ismaili Shias, right? However, we have something that in the 12th Shia commentary, the meaning of Hawa in the ayat, especially in Surah Ikhlas, ayat 1, right? Kamedi Puya says it begins with Hawa, he who refers to the known. Although they know what Imam Ali has said, right? About the attributes, and this is how they come to the Imam and the Ismailis through the Imams. First, Imam Ali's explanation of what is Allah, who is not Allah, and even denying his attributes is this and that, right? But then here the Shias have made a mistake. Have I? Okay. So any background sound, sorry if it's if you can hear it, and it's I apologize for it. There's some work going on outside. It begins with Hawa, which refers to known to all, a God, the God that's known to all. So say He is Allah, the one and only. Surah 112, ayat 1. So 12 Shias have said He is known to all. Now His signs have come, but the Ismailis would say no. He's not known. Not even by His attributes, He cannot be known. You have to deny His attributes. They take it, what Imam Ali says, in this way. In Sermon 1 or in Nahj al-Balagha. Sermon 1, Imam Ali is saying, and then taking Surah Ikhlas also, and the Tawheed of Allah. So this is from what I read out from sorry, I forgot. The Ismailis is from this, right? We saw in ismailinosis.com. Ismaili teachings on the oneness of God, Tawheed beyond personal list, theism, and modern atheism. So they have to take it as the unknown. Even knowing the attributes of Allah is polytheism. If you attach it with Allah, it is worshipping Him, worshipping Allah with polytheism as a polytheist, taking His attributes. Imam Ali has made this clear in Nahj al-Balagha, Sermon 1. And even His being cannot be known. Imam Ali has made that clear too, somewhere in the Al-Qafi and maybe also Nahj al-Balagha. Right? So none can know where He is, what He is. And Dua Mashlul also, Shia 12 words. None knows who He is, in what respect He is, where He is, how He is, but He. Only He can know that. So in that way He's unknowable. But in the Hawa, they say He's knowing, He's all-knowing. And this is a Shia commentary from Kamedi Puya, says, multilingual Quran, under Surah 112, ayat 1. Okay. Let's go back. Hope you get this, right? Keep this in mind as we go on. Hopefully, you will be able to. So after the story of Yusuf's father bows in prostration to his son, Surah 12, ayat 100. And then we have Surah 12, ayat 106. And most of them believe not in Allah, except while they associate others with Him. And so the polytheists, what this ayat means is polytheists, and most of them are polytheists, believing in Allah while associating others with Allah. So now the question arises, believe in Allah when they associate others with Allah? Do maybe associate, or wait a minute, sorry. So, or believe in Allah when they associate others with Allah. So maybe associating others with Allah helps them to believe in Allah, right? Have you ever asked yourself this? Because most of them believe not in Allah. Now, this is very crucial for Ismaili to understand Ismaili Islam too, and what Imam Ali has said in Sermon 1 in Najl Balagha, and also in another place, Al-Qafi, and that Allah's essence cannot be known. You maybe can't even say that he has any essence or anything, right? You can't describe him. So like I showed you in the Ismaili Gnosis on Tawheed, going in detail. So then about the polytheists, what you see, they, without attributes and all this, how can they know God? And even in the ayats in the Quran, the signs of Allah, Allah tells us to know Him by His signs, to recognize Him by His signs, right? And revelations. And then maybe so hidden polytheism. Okay, now the Shia side, 12 Shia side also, we saw what the 12 Shia religious scholar said in one of the Al-Islam TV, his transcript on this ayat, Surah 12, ayat 106. So the hidden polytheism, Prophet Muhammad, Ali Hilli, hidden polytheism, Prophet Muhammad and Shia Imams have explained, which is more dangerous than apparent polytheism, right? So Ismailis would have like, yeah, so only through the Imam can you know Allah. You can have like how you know Allah is what the Ismailis say. He kadam kadam pe Ali ko pukarte rehna. Call Ali, right? Pukarte I didn't put here, I put it in English translation. Ko, Ali ko means calling Ali, to call Ali. Okay, so there's a little bit of fun here, but I don't mean to mock and all this. I was very, as I'm coming to find out, I was very much in pain and all that. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that for now. So we can go round and round on this, and we will, but for we will go round and round until we, like, are we going round and round in circles through the Quran ayats? Because let's see if Quran ayats can reveal something. This is not the polytheist side. This is from the Quran ayats proving that Allah is wrong about polytheists and has unjust ayats, right? So it's very, very difficult at times, I thought, but at times very easy when you see problems in the Quran and all this. But let's see if I can prove the point here being, what is the point here being? That are they wrong in associating with Allah? Are they wrong? Most of them believe not in Allah, except while they associate others with Him. What others, and even His attributes, Imam Ali would say. So the Sunnis are in polytheism, right? So are they wrong? Like, the signs help us to know that there's a creator. For example, if there's a tree, we know there was it didn't come up like that. Maybe nature, or maybe, there's a gardener, there's a seed, or who is like, or a plant, and is well kept. So there's a gardener, some person taking care and giving it water and all this. So the created, because there's a creator, that's why there's the created. right? Now, this is how I was going about with myself as a Shia. When I had started to have my doubts about these things in the Quran that I couldn't put my finger on, and but now I can. So so associating like this with Allah, would it be it's a sin here, it's a sin. His signs are not him, his attributes are not him, he is beyond. So if I miss something, please bear with me and forgive me, overlook, because I'll be coming back on this again and again until I finally get it right. So a little please forgive my trial errors here, because I'm on trial and error. We can go around, and so we will, but for now, let's take a sharp turn looking at the ayah below, same surah. Surah 12, ayat 108 says, so another thing is that, remember, so what is Surah 12, ayat 100? Prostration. So Yaqub prostrated to Yusuf, right? And Allah, there's an ayat which says, prostrate to Allah, worship Allah and prostrate to Allah. Meaning prostrate to Allah. That's what, but here the prostration, then what is this kind of prostration? They say so it was a different, or whatever it was, and it goes on like that, but they're saying is, I reject, it doesn't go with the flow of this monotheistic religion. Prostrate only to Allah, right? The ayahs now in the Quran are prostrate only to Allah, meaning worship Allah, prostrate. Okay, it doesn't say prostrate to Allah, but you get it. There's one ayat which says something like this. In one ayat it says worship Allah, or and prostrate, something like this, right? So Surah 12 ayat 1, sorry I didn't put this ayat there, but let's see, bear with me. Surah 12 ayat 108 says, say, this is my way. I invite to Allah with insight. Now, another thing is a messenger having prophets and messengers having insight. And continuing with the ayat, I and those who follow me. So all of them have this basira, right? Insight, seeing. Is it insight? Because in Surah Hashr, when they, in English translation, they put insight. If you have insight, foresight, insight. So see, these are the problems. In English also, like, and those who don't know Arabic, you might, as Muslims also, you might be having problems in your own language, reading something which doesn't come close to insight, or it doesn't come close to the Arabic word, ayat word, meaning, Surah Hashr. So here it says insight, those who have insight will take heed. Yeah, Basir, Absar, Basir, yeah. Yes. Here it says, it means insight, yeah. So those who, take warning of people of vision, right? Insight. So insight or people of vision, seeing, okay, like that. Both are same, kind of. Okay. Then, sorry, it was my fault. So insight or seeing is the same, right? So this is my way. He says, the messenger of Allah is told to say, this is my way. But isn't this Allah's way? Fi sabilillah? Isn't it Allah's way also? This is my way. Now this is Surah Yusuf. Don't forget that Hazrat Yaqub has prostrated to Hazrat Yusuf, and yet they say, this ayah says, I do not associate others with Allah. Most of them believe not in Allah except while they associate others with Allah. So sujood, the full prostration, bowing down is what? Full bowing down is what? Worship, right? And they say it was later on changed, and now in Prophet Muhammad's time, you can't bow to any human being. Even what Hazrat Yaqub did with Hazrat Yusuf. So these problems, apparent polytheism. Now, 12 Shia, I read this, right? So below, Imams have explained, getting confused, sorry. So I'm not of those who associate others with him. Same surah, Surah Yusuf, ayat 108 now. So, I went up. Exalted is Allah above what they associate with him. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I went down. And then Surah 12, same ayat 109 says, and yeah, here. Surah 12, ayat 108. This is my way. So this is my way or Allah's way. Inviting to Allah with insight or seeing. Right? Seeing. Now seeing what? So this ayat, according to Ismailis, if you've understood following me, like being with me, participating, not following, please participate, involve yourself in this, right? We're all studying together, not following me. But what I mean is not in this way follow me. I and those who follow me. And exalted is Allah, and I am not of those who associate others with Allah. So exalted is Allah would mean that he's too high above what they associate with them. Surah Nahl ayat 1 or 2. Whatever you associate with him, he's far above that, right? And Imam Ali said he's not even his attributes. And so what is mentioned in the Quran of his attributes, that is his created thing. And he's the source of even all power, powerful, all. And any attributes which have actions and feelings and, quality and quantity are not Allah. So remember, Shias take the Quran with Ali. Ali is with the Quran and Quran is with Ali. And Ali is the best and the only expounder of the Quran. No one else. Not the best, but the only expounder of the Quran. Let's put it this way. Only one who can explain. And the Imams thereafter. So in each era, there has to be an Imam with the Quran present. And Imam Mahdi is absent. In occultation, 12 Shia, Imam. I'm not of those who associate others with him. Exalted is Allah. And I'm not of those who associate others with him. Right? So, not even taking his attributes and associating, but he has done this in the Quran. I don't know. I mean, he's given his attributes like he is the light. But then the Imam says, explains Surah Nur ayat, and the Imams Da'is and Ismaili. They explain Surah Nur ayat 35. Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth. I think it's number 35, right? But it's in Surah Nur, I know for sure. So, Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth. So this is my way or Allah's way, also this problem in this ayat. But he's told to say, this is my way. Like maybe in Surah Takwir, like we will come across that also. His word or Rasul Karim's word. Okay, inviting to Allah with insight or seeing, right? Seeing, how can you, inviting to Allah, towards Allah with insight, okay? Okay, this is an invitation, the beginning. Not like they want to get close to Allah, the polytheists also, or the believers, or worship them, to get nearness to Allah. But this is just the first beginning, inviting to Allah with insight. I and those who follow me are inviting to Allah with insight. Now, please show me. Show me. How will you show me? Those who are with Rasulullah, you need to show me, right? You need to show me. And also you need to not come here warning and giving death threats and saying all that. Because according to Ismaili Islam, you should take as a legitimate madhab of this Islam. Exalted is Allah. What does this mean? So I told you what it means according to the Ismailis. You can also check in the Ismaili notes yourself on Tawheed of Allah, right? Tawheed. And I'm not of those who associate others with Him. This also. So question arises what they, prophets, messengers, and people who follow them see, and what polytheists see regarding God, right? Shouldn't that question come to you? So how come the polytheists see the attributes, and maybe even Muslims seeing the attributes, and so they know Allah, right? Inviting to Allah. So the polytheists, the way they invite to Allah would be seeing Allah in a different manner, associating with Him. Same Surah at 106. And most of them believe not in Allah except while they associate others with Him. So the polytheists, these are now the polytheists who believe in Allah. Maybe I should also put Surah 12 at 106 in the light of, see the injustice done to the polytheists. Right? So now this surah, I'm going to show you what injustice has been done against polytheists on Surah 12, ayat 106. And most of them believe not in Allah except while they associate others with Him. So I should have put it that way. Anyways, let's go with this, my mistake. So then in Surah 12, ayat 108, say, this is my way. I invite to Allah with insight. I and those who follow me, and exalted is Allah. Semicolon, they put here. And I am not of those who associate others with Him. So please help me here. So the polytheists see regarding God what? Question arises, right? They also believe in Allah, taking the same surah at 106. But what do they see? What insight, what seeing is theirs that they associate with Allah? Right? What's this? Okay? Question arises. Question should arise. So, excuse me, I'll be coughing also, sorry. Also check the next ayah, reason given by Allah is strange. If Allah doesn't, there's no sequence in this Quran. But the Ismailis will say it's not written. It should not have been written. It's not a written book. It was recital. Book doesn't mean written. Exalted is Allah above what they associate with Him. Allah is unknowable, without attributes. He is without Allah is unknowable, and also He is without attributes. These are my rough notes. Imam Ali. I mean, even if I don't have to go to the Ismailis, but just to know the detail. We're going in deep now, deep into this. How shall I put it? Taking the Ismailis also, this is. So according to the Shia, Imam Ali, the Sunnis have been, anyways, forget that. Polytheism, doing polytheism. I'm not of those who associate others with Him. He's exalted as Allah. Sunnis, have you even understood Surah 12, ayat 108? And Shias, I'm coming to you. I've been on you right now. So also check the next hour reason. The reason Allah gives is really strange. And it doesn't go in sequences, disorderly way. Exalted is Allah. Okay, I said this, Imam Ali. Allah is unknowable. Allah Himself, we don't know Him. In what regard He is in this and that. And without attributes, we have to take Him. So, in order to not do polytheism, associating with Him and all this, dividing Him, the Tawheed, the true Tawheed, to establish and uphold, right? So they have observed, and Allah is a witness to what they do also, right? So they have seeing, insight, and Allah is that Allah is exalted above what they associate with them. Let's bring Surah Nahl ayat 2 with Surah 12 ayat 108. Exalted is Allah. So reading Ismaili on Tawheed, now understand this ayat, right? Surah 12 ayat 108. How? So follow, this is my way, not God's. I mean, in other, it's Allah's way too, right? So He said, this is my way. He's actually, what is He doing? This way, that is Allah's way. He's saying, this is my way. Should He say even this is my way? No. Should say, this is Allah's way. Sabil Allah. It's the way of Allah. Anyhow, this also. So they observed, and Allah is a witness to what they do also. Witness is a creation of Allah, right? Allah being a witness, you can't say that that witness is Allah. That witness is a creation of Allah to her, so that He's, He's beyond creation, above existence, but not non-existent. We did that, taking the Ismaili explanation and understanding it fully. How they take this through Imam Ali. So now what? But failing in witness is a creation of Allah according to Ismaili Islam. But failing in reasons given in Quran on this. Even the Ismaili fail on the reasons Quran gives. I'm going to show you that. Tracing Quran ayats for proof. So tracing, step by step, going through Quran ayats now. Sometimes taking a sharp turn, but it will all come back and you'll understand better. Right now, if you don't understand, please bear with me. In the end, maybe you will be able to decide how unjust these ayats are against polytheists. Polytheism also. Surah 12 ayat 109 says, and we sent not before you as messengers, meaning, excuse me, and we sent not before you as messengers except men to whom we revealed from among the people of cities. So have they not traveled through the earth and observed how was the end of those before them, and the home of the hereafter is best for those who fear Allah. Then will you not reason? Now Allah tells you to reason. So this ayat I gave so that to show you how strange it is, like, okay, exalt this other ayat. Where does it say? I was like, what? This is my way. I invite to Allah with insight. I and those who follow me. I'm sorry, I don't get it. Right? What don't I get? Like, is insight about Allah? Inviting to Allah? And then I got exalted is Allah. The answer is in this ayat. If we take the Ismaili, I understand what Imam Ali has said, and thereafter the Imams. Exalted is Allah, like not even take Him with His attributes and all that He's given in the Quran ayats. So anyways, so what point is it? Except men to whom we revealed to earth, observe how is, this point. Like, so have the next ayat, like this is the next ayat. So I was wondering, and we sent not before you. So the answer is not here, right? So for this, Surah, the previous ayat, that this is my way. I invite to Allah with insight. So, okay, what kind of insight are you inviting us to Allah? Like, so the next ayat is Surah 12, ayat 109. We sent not before you as messengers except men to whom we revealed. Oh, so the revelations are being revealed from among the people of cities. So have they not traveled through the earth and observed how was the end of those before them who rejected the message and the messenger? And the home of the hereafter is best for those who fear Allah. So have fear of Allah, right? And then will you not reason? So really, like, disillusioned. Terrible. What is this? Anyways, so I skipped this. I said, what in the world is going on? But thanks to Smileys, how they explained Imam Imam Ali's thing on Tawheed and Allah thus. That most of them, they follow, oh my God, this also, Surah 12, ayat 106. So, okay, so they see, guess what? Surah 20 at 95, right? Thank God I remembered. Now there's a polytheist who has seen when he was a believer, a Muslim. So Surah 20 ayat 95, Moses said, what is your case, O Samiri? Right? Surah 20 ayat 96, the Samiri answered, I saw what the people did not see. So I took a handful of dust from the trail of the messenger and I flung it. Thus did my mind prompt me, or my soul. Not akal, it's my nafs. It's not akal, prompt me. So maybe they say mind and akal are mixed. But they should be at least a little bit more. My soul, nafsi, not mind. Or is mind soul? And what is akal then? And yeah, so this also really weird. I mean, I'm not clear about it. So it's basir, meaning seeing, right? So Samir is saying, I saw what the people did not see. Now in Surah Najm, I forgot to mention that also. When the companion says mad and all this, or Surah Takwir, he's mad. Companion said, Allah said, your companion is not mad. So, or he's in error, or something is wrong with him. Surah Najm, he saw, he went, and will you argue with him what he saw? When did he? So, please see that Muslims, when you have insight, follow me. I and those who follow me, not Allah, follow me. So, Quran only people. This is now. This is the story was on Hazrat Yusuf. Now it's turned to Prophet Muhammad. And exalted is Allah. I think it's turned to Prophet Muhammad, right? And exalted is Allah, or all the messengers and all together. And exalted is Allah, and I am not of those who associate others with Him. And I and those who follow me invite to Allah with insight. Invite to Allah with insight. I and those who follow me. Who has insight like Prophet Muhammad? Even the companions were told, do not you dispute with him what he saw. This means what? They didn't see. They didn't go to Mi'raj. They probably, did they see him going to Mi'raj even? Or start? and they're just being told that he went for Miraj and this is how he went, and the ayats are revealed. Surah Najm ayats. I should have put here, but I didn't, so I apologize. Maybe some other live stream. If, let's see, I don't know. If I have to continue and add more things, ayats and things, I'll come back and see if I've omitted something or not said it properly. So it's trial and error. I can afford to do this. Muslims, you can't. Right? This is my way. Okay. So back to the side again. Samiri has seen. And what has he seen? How about us? The song from, sorry, don't want to bring the song in, but I don't mean to be disrespectful. Surah 20 at 96, he answered, I saw what the people did not see. On this, the Shia say that the Sunnis, Abu al-Maududi says, here it has been a good deal of divergence of opinion. Imagine in the Muslim world. Muslims, amongst religious scholars, Muslim religious scholars, good deal of divergence of opinion in regard to the interpretation of this verse. According to the majority of the early commentators and their followers, it means the Samiri saw the messenger, angel Gabriel, when he was passing and took a handful of dust from his footprints. Then he sprinkled this upon the idol of the golden calf. This created life in it, and it began to low like a living calf. The Quran, in fact, does not say that this actually happened, but merely cites the reply given by the Samiri to Prophet Moses. To Prophet Moses, when the latter took him to task for the great sin he had committed. So where do we go for this? Because Allah has not given details. To the former scriptures, the scripture of Musa, Tahra, right? And what do we see? A slightly different story? What? Like Samiri, his name was, so I don't know. So I'm not familiar with right now I haven't read, and my memory is really bad. I haven't read the Bible story on this. So, and the Shia, see, so he's given just as a divergence, he says, of opinion in regard to the interpretation of this verse. I don't know what he means exactly by that. And Shia from Multilingual Quran Ali commentary under this ayat, Samiri's answer is an example of mixing truth with falsehood. He says that he took a handful of dust from the footprint of the angel Jibreel and threw it into the calf's image. So what did he see? Right? Handful of dust from the footprint of angel Jibreel. Like Musa and Holy Prophet also left Ali as his successor. And the Samiris among the Muslims made their own images of authorities by distorting and discarding the word of Allah, and the word of the Holy Prophet. On the Day of Judgment, all Samiris shall be afflicted with the wrath of Allah. Why did I put Surah Takwir at 19? Oh, for the word of Allah. Yeah, this is the word of Allah because it says here, the Shia commentary, disregarding the word of Allah and the word of the Holy Prophet, Surah Takwir at 19, this is the word of a noble messenger. And in another place, Angel Gabriel too. No, this is Angel Gabriel, the Prophet Muhammad, and another ayat like that. And this is the word of Allah. In another place, perhaps in the Quran. How it's put, I don't know. But we're now on this. So, Surah 20 at 97, Moses said, be gone. Who did he see? I think he saw Jibreel. right? And he saw the mount of Jibril, the what Jibril rides upon. Jibril doesn't need to ride upon anything. He has wings. Or maybe he doesn't. No, no. Allah says, right? 2, 3 wings. Surah Fatir. Allah creates what, Allah originates what He wants. Wings are there, right? For the angel. So what kind of a mount? They say Jibril was mounted on, some horse or something. An animal. God knows. A celestial animal. So Surah Fatir says, angels have wings? I create. No, I originate. Sorry, this is not creation. This says on origination. All praises be to Allah, originator, Fatir of the heavens and the earth, who makes the angels messengers having wings, right? The angels malaikat, okay? The angels, messengers, having wings, 2 or 3 or 4. He increases in the creation, khalqi, now it's creation, what He wills. Indeed, Allah is on every thing, shayin, all powerful. Right, so okay, wings. So I don't know why they would say that Jibril here. It's not the Quran ayat, but it's just the history, Islamic history. Some say Jibril was on a mount, like on a horse or something, and the footprints of when he was passing and took a handful of dust from his foot. Here it says Angel Gabriel's footprints. So Samiri saw the messenger, and what messenger? Angel Gabriel. Okay? Abul Ala Maududi says this. Okay. I saw, and he says, I saw what the people did not see. Right? Okay, but here we are told in Surah Yusuf ayat that I and those who follow me invite to Allah with insight, right? With seeing, basirat, vision or insight. Now Samiri is also seeing. And he saw, the religious scholars themselves from day one have said about this ayat, Shia, Sunni, all, that he saw Angel Gabriel. What else happened? Okay, the people didn't see it, but he saw it. So he took a handful of dust from the trail of the messenger, a trail like footprints he left behind that he saw, and I flung it, right? Just let's into the fire. Thus did my mind, soul prompt me. Nafsi, not mind. Okay, so all these problems I'm having with the Quranites, you can see. Shia Ali, okay, read this. So what's happened now? What's happened? Surah 20 at 97. Moses said, begone then, all your life you shall cry untouchable, kept on worshipping. Okay, we'll come to that. What's happened here? He's seen it. And what? He's given life to a dead cow. A made up cow. They made it, or what? So Surah Taha ayats. How I went is I jumped. Be gone. So now look at your God that you devotedly adored. Kept on worshipping. This also a problem. Do you see? I find problems with words sometimes of the Quran ayats, in the Quran ayat, like kept on worshipping or devotedly adored in English translation. Abu Ala Maududi says devotedly adored. for Surah 20 at 97, this part. And Abdul Halim, MAS Abdul Halim says kept on worshipping. This is not worshipping, is it? And there's Abul Alam Adudi, no, twice I've put it. Okay, twice I've put it. Devotedly adored. Worshipped or devotedly adored? Tell me. Right? Oh my God. So Moses said, be gone then. All your life you shall cry untouchable. What happens here is that the people said, Surah 20 at 88. So he brought forth for them a calf, a mere body, which had a mooing sound. So they said, this is your God. They said, this is your God and the God of Musa, but he forgot. Okay. So they have made him as God, we are told, this calf, they've made it as God. But Musa has forgotten, but what has happened now? Not only is seeing, he gave life. What he did, right? The words changing, Shia say, right? Muslim made their own images. No, Samiri among Muslims made their own images of authorities by distorting and discarding the word of Allah. What you are doing here, what you have, this word, it's not your mistake, it's this one, Prophet Muhammad and the Imams thereafter. They should be held responsible. So, word of Allah and the word of the Holy Prophet, they distorted and discarded. But Samiri, what happened when Samiri saw the angel Gabriel's footprints and took the sand or whatever, dust he took, and he threw it on that golden calf, or it doesn't say in the Quran, but he threw it on what? And it made a mooing sound. It came alive. Who gives life to the dead? Who gives life to the dead? How did life come to the dead? Or even a made-up thing like, okay, Jesus, I can show you the ayat on Jesus also. He does it. Okay, they're not creators, co-creators with Allah, but I have read a book to be co-creators with Allah. With God, sorry, Dr. Wayne Dyer's book, Co-Creators, Manifest Your Destiny. Be co-creators with God. Wayne Dyer. Manifest Your Destiny book. The title, like exactly I can't remember, right? So wait. Yes, you're told in the Quran ayats that Allah is the creator. But what else are you told? So it gave life to this cow that they made, fake, made up with the hands. Right? It gave life. So we come to Surah, Surah 20 at 88, going back to that, and Surah the ayats before this ayat, right, of Samiri, what he said and all. 88. So he brought forth from them a calf, a mere body. It was a body, a calf, which had a mooing sound. So they said, oh, so he brought forth for them a calf which had now a mooing sound. Mooing sound. Life given to the cow. You realize that it had life, otherwise it could not start to make a mooing sound. So life given to this handmade calf. Right? Musa is on the mountain, commandment. No, he's at this time. at this time, Surah 20 at 88. Then he comes back and he asks Samiri, what have you done? Now we go to Allah gives life. So we go to ayat in Surah 2, ayat 258. Have you not considered the one who argued with Abraham about his Lord? Because Allah had given him kingship. Kingship. Because Allah had given him kingship. When Abraham said, my Lord is the one who gives life and causes death. My Lord is the one who gives life and causes death. He said, I give life and cause death. What should Abraham's answer? What should have been? What should have? Oh God, I'm forgetting my English also. What should have been Abraham's answer? Abraham said, indeed, Allah brings up the sun from the east. Now look. So bring it up from the west. Excuse me. So the disbeliever was overwhelmed by astonishment. And Allah does not guide the wrongdoing people. Allah gives, no, Allah is the creator. Are you the creator of? Abraham should have said this in the first place. Have you created all this? Look, Abraham. Look again. Your eyesight is going to come down tired. Look again. Have you created the sky? See, without pillars. It's a canopy. Right? No. This is a shock for me. Yes, you will see other ayats, but look at this ayat, please. Look at this ayat. Excuse me. Abraham, Hazrat Ibrahim. Can Allah bring it from the west right now? Oh, who originally, no, Abraham doesn't say who originally brought it. Abraham could have said, who originally created life? Who is the creator of life? The creator of this universe. Can you create a universe like this? The Alameen, Rabbil Alameen. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Huh? Surah Fatiha verse. So Abraham said, my Lord is the one who gives life and causes death. He said, I give life and cause death. Abraham, are you lesser than Imam Ali? Or what? Or the Quran ayats? When Abraham said, my Lord is the one who gives, said, I give, and Abraham said, indeed, Allah brings up the sun from the east. Okay, this is very good, really. Allah brings up the sun from the east, so bring it up from the west. Allah brings up the sun from the east. Bring it from the west. Oh, goodness, what an argument, really. Right? Allah brings up the sun. Can Allah now, who brings up the sun from the west, bring it from the east? Even, okay, you say originally Allah is the one who always brings up the sun from the east. Can you please now, but yes, Allah brings the sun from the east. Yes. Originally Allah did this, the method, law of nature, law of Allah. I mean, law given to the sun to come up from the east, so bring it up from the west. Right? This law, natural law, why should he change? It could cause disasters. Maybe he can delude him and say, oh, Abraham, look, the sun is coming out from the west. And when will the sun come up from the west? Where's that ayat? The day the sun, then now what has Allah done? The sun will come up from the west. Quran ayat. One day the sun will come. Isn't that? Thank God, I remember vaguely now. Qiyamah will stand established until the sun rises from. The sun will come up from the west. Surah Anam ayat 158. I thought it would have been in Surah Qiyamah, or the sun rising from the west. Maybe that day, whoever Abraham asked, right? Where's it? This is just a sum of comes. Where's that sun rising from the west? No, it's not in this ayat. They've given a tafsir or something. And the Lord appears in a cloud, signs and all this. Where would the sun rise from the west? Is there an ayat or a? Is it just the Quran is simply wrong on this? Which ayat is it? They haven't even given they're not giving the ayat number to me here. Oh, God. Oh, sun rises. Oh, there's no ayat because there's no ayat that the sun will rise from the west. Do you know where it goes? He said, Allah and His Messenger. Then go where? Oh, this is in the Hadith. It's not in the Quran. It's a prophecy of Prophet Muhammad. Maybe I should go to Surah Fajr. So this also, sorry, I have to, by the 10 break of the day, 10 nights, even in the odd, passing, not all of. Is there not in this an adjuration evidence for those who understand? By the night when it passeth. Those who understand, have you not considered how your Lord dealt with Ad, Samad, Aram, lofty pillars, likes of whom never created? Thamud, corruption. Oh, it's the moon. Maybe splitting. Indeed, the Lord is in observation, watchful. So your Lord poured upon them. Okay. So surely your Lord is in observation, watchful. And as for man, and it tries him, favors, he says, my Lord has honored me. Strict, my Lord has humiliated me. Honor the orphan. No, no. No, no, it's not here. Angels, Lord cometh. Oh, and brought thee. Remember how? Maybe I read the ayat with the tafsir. I can't believe this. I thought there was an ayat that says, with that I had sent a veil for this of mine, they punish us. No, there's no ayat on that. It's Prophet Muhammad's. So, okay. But still, okay, just checking this. So, can Allah bring it from the West? One day, Prophet Muhammad's prophecy is that it will come, at least that's his prophecy, that it will come up from the West. But at this time, what should have been the reply of Abraham? Genius, please, you don't need to be, I've done my work right now, and so I'm a little low in my performance and, tired, overly exhausted. But since I've done the work now, I have to do it. Come live stream. I give life and cause death. Abraham said, indeed, Allah brings up the sun from the east. So bring it up from the west. So the disbelievers, okay, I really don't, something is wrong in this. I won't give details on this. Surah Baqarah 258, second chapter of the Quran. But let's now take another way. Who gives life? What did Samiri see? And then he took the handful of dust and threw it on that calf, handmade. Oh, with the jewelry, golden calf or something in the Bible. Oh yeah, they put the jewelry and made it all golden in the Bible. And now I remember vaguely. Okay, so it was a made up calf and it came alive, it made a sound. Okay, Surah 40 ayat 68. It is He who gives life, Allah who gives life, and causes death, and when He decrees a matter, He but says to it, be, and it is. How can Abraham turn around and say, how can Abraham even accept, maybe he hasn't accepted this, I give life and cause death. But Allah repeats these kind of verses that it is He who gives life and causes death, to tell you, and when that He is Allah, right? Who gives life and causes death. And another ayat, this is Surah 40 ayat 68. Surah 30 ayat 40, Allah is the one who created you. Okay, here He puts created, like in the beginning when He created you, not giving you, but of course that means also, but He created you. He brought you into creation also, not only gave you life. He created you, I understand that, then provided for you, and then will cause you to die, and then will give you life. Are there any of your partners who does any of that? Any of that? Noteworthy. So can any of your partners create, or forget that, provide for you, or then will cause you to die, or cause you to die? What did Don? Okay. And then will give you life, right? Jesus Christ, I showed you in one of the old, thanks to Rob Christian. If they can only create they can't even create a fly, right? They can't create a fly. But Samiri has proven through taking the handful of dust from the Gabriel's footprints, throwing it on that man-made handmade calf, and it made a mooing sound, came alive. Miracle happened. Miracle happened. And where did another miracle happen? Marvelously, the fish, cooked fish went into the sea. Hazrat Khizr, Joshua, the page companion of Hazrat Musa, younger. Oh, anyways, we're not told that in the Bible. We know Joshua was with Hazrat Musa. Okay, there was a page, but in this Quran at least, oh, that's where we have to go. That's where, let's turn back. Let's retrace our footsteps, says Musa to Joshua, to his page companion. Surah Kaf ayats, right? So how can Samiri be wrong? Oh, you're told they were tried and really, okay, they were tried and Jibreel came and tried them and also give life. Samiri threw the dust and gave life. Allah is the one who created you, then provided you, and all this. Anything of that? Yeah, I showed you Hazrat Isa can do this from Quran ayat, right? That ayat, where is it? My old, where is it? Notes in my other device, right? I think it's Al Imran, Surah Al Imran. Jesus gives life to the bird. Okay, I'll just read it out. I think I found it here. Yes. Surah 3 at 49. And make him a messenger to the children of Israel who will say, indeed, I have come to you with a sign from your Lord, in that I designed for you from clay that which is like the form of a bird. Then I breathe into it, and it becomes a bird by permission of Allah, and I cure the blind from birth. Now, someone came here and said, oh, this by permission of Allah, permission of Allah. But even not by the permission of Allah, trial by Allah, Samiri cast this handful of dust on the man-made calf. And what happened? The calf came alive. It came alive. Giving life to a lifeless object, man-made. Now what would you say? Without the permission of Allah. Without the permission of Allah. Or Allah was testing them, that's why they could do this. Or it was Jibrail's miracle, or what? The dust under his feet are so valuable. Well, I think Samiri knew how to throw it. And we say that Jibrail only comes with revelations and he only comes on prophets and messengers. How can he come to khair people and test them like this, really? Surah 22 at 73. This also, so, okay, so what's Surah 22 at 73? O people, an example is presented, so listen to it. Indeed, those you invoke besides Allah will never create as much as a fly, even if they gather together for it. Come on. They could make with their hand, not create, but they can make with their hand, and then they threw the dust of the messenger at Moses' time. Samiri cast, and his people who listened to him, followed him, did it. I mean, they worshipped him, but Samiri could do it with the help of the messenger's dust, footprints, dust. So he saw the footprints, but see, you know where I've been bringing you from, right? Even if they gather together for, okay, if the fly should steal from them a tiny thing, they could not recover it from him. We got the pursuer and the pursued. Let's but I've put this, I know, maybe you will also come to this and question, but you now as a Muslim, it's finished. Islam is finished. We're just going to the branches and to understand for sure now, see it, that against polytheism, what injustice has been done. Basiratan. And with they invite to Allah with basir, basirat, vision, insight, seeing, and yeah, and they don't seeing, and they don't exalted Allah. That's why they don't associate anyone with Allah, right? Now where am I? So it's a long one. Maybe I'll have to continue later now. He is who gives life. Surah 30, fly. Allah has created you and provided for you and causes you to die. Then Surah 22 ayat 71. I just put this ayat Surah 22 ayat 73 so that you know this is created and okay. But the answer by Abraham. When life, death can be given by others also. Surah 22 ayat 71. And they worship besides Allah that for which He has not sent down authority, and that of which they have no knowledge. And there will not be for the wrongdoers any helper. Surah 22 ayat 71 is this. If Allah sent down authority, then they can worship them. I mean, this ayat, just look at it. Okay, so, you say this says Allah doesn't send down authority, that you worship anyone besides Allah. But what if Allah sent down authority? Look how Allah's put it here. They worship besides Allah that for which He has not sent down authority. But if He had sent down authority, then you can worship them. The awliyas, they worship. Surah Zumar ayat 3. And that of which they have no knowledge. Allah is telling them they worship these, so they've taken besides Allah, right? And without knowledge, they have no knowledge. And there will not be further, okay. So they have no knowledge. About what? About Allah? Who can know Allah? Right? So if Allah has sent down authority, then they can worship them. Also having knowledge given to them by Allah, can they not say that, we are given knowledge by Allah, the polytheists can say that, right? And Samiri had knowledge, seeing Jibreel. Do you think that with that basiratan, where you have knowledge, right? Or is it without knowledge? It just says here in this ayat, that one, that they seeing Jibreel. So that ayat, right? Where is it? I saw. Yeah, I'll get lost right now. I'll get confused. A lot is here, and it's quite difficult. So please bear with me. If Allah sent down authority, then they can worship. And this is on Surah 22 ayat 71. And Samiri had knowledge, seeing Jibreel, and he threw. So, or did he need knowledge to create that miracle, that mowing sound of the calf? It became alive. And another thing you have to ask yourself is, Samiri didn't say, I am God. Samiri, how can Samiri say worship that calf that is God when Samiri, and with the help of the handful of dust of the Jibrail's footprints? Noteworthy. I mean, such a terrible reasoning. Can you believe like Samiri will say worship this? Okay, there are idols and they worship idols, right? But those idols behind it, they're symbolic for something. What are they symbolic for? Who do they stand symbolic for, those idols? Think about it. And give me an answer, please, if you can. So they who worship the idols don't say, we are God. And then there are those who, okay, they don't say, we are God. They say the idols are, these idols are God, right? So Samiri did that. Okay, I understand. But through the power of these gods, demigods or gods, they get something out of worshipping these gods in idol form. I don't know. But the point here would be, back to the point, and that of which they have no knowledge. Are you sure? Samiri saw the footprints of the Jibril, of the messenger. He even took the dust and threw it on the man-made calf. And it made a mooing sound. Miracle happened. Came to life. The man-made calf. Isn't this basirat enough for Samiri? Right? To say what? To worship this miracle, this idol, the calf. I wonder why they do it. That's another thing. But at least you can't say they have no knowledge. Since Samiri's powerful Basir, no one saw the footprints of Jibreel. We were just told that Samiri saw it. I saw what no one saw. Yes, sorry. No one saw it. So imagine the power of Samiri's insight, vision, Basir, right? No one else saw it. And God is saying there that He tested them with this and all. So He can give power to the one who can become, He knows this one will become an idol worshipper. God knows everything, right? Predestined. If I test him like this, he will become and God knows everything, right? But He doesn't apply His will on you. Yet He knows everything. Your past, your present, and your future. Okay, so that, so at least Samiri Basir, and the other rest is other problems with the Quran ayats. So, answer now. See, so taking another sharp turn now. Surah 2 ayat 104. O you who believe, do not say to the Prophet Ra'ina, but say Anzarna. Favor us with your attention. So since we're on the Moses and Samiri thing, guess what? I found this ayat. I remembered. The Jews were told. The Jews were like, the one word has two meanings, and they were trying to mock him and be insulting towards him, and say, "Dead be to you" by things, or something like this, right? So Ansarna in Surah 20. So do not say do not say Ra'ina, lend ear to us, but say Anzarna. Why? And what does it mean in bracket? Favor us with your attention. Thank you, Maududi. And pay heed. Maybe it maybe this Ra'ina has two meanings, right? Others may disaster strike you, something like that, right? Ra'un, or from the Hebrew word. But look, just stay with the Quran ayats for now. Why would the Jews not say Anzarna? Tell me. Just from the Quran ayats tell me, why would the Jews not say Anzalna, even to the Prophet? Now look at your God, to whom you have become a devoted adorer, worshipper. Anzalna in Surah 20, ayat 97. And look how the Jews are blamed. Now look at your God, to whom you have become a devoted adorer or worshipper, or whatever translation you put. Anzarna, Anzarna. No, the Jews didn't. The reason why they called out to the Prophet saying, Rahina. Okay? Now, but still, I'm going to try to prove to you on this also point, many points, this point that I've come on, taking a sharp turn, because the ayat came and I had to then. So Anzarna in 20, Surah 20 ayat 97, meaning Moses tells idol worshippers to look at your gods. Anzarna. That's why the Jews would not say Anzarna, favoring with favoring with attention your God. Surah 20 ayat 97, meaning of Anzarna. Now leave the Jews. I mean, I'm not a justice, I'm not a, sorry, but justice needs to be done. Justice delayed is justice denied. And what about the day of judgment? Polytheists, what about the day of judgment? So I have to jump. Right? What about the day of judgment? Where is it? It will come. Oh, here it is. Surah 10, 960. You see how justice is denied to the Jews. And what think Zanu, those who invent lies against Allah, of the day of judgment? You know what the day of judgment is? Excuse me, everything will be decided then. Justice will be done. Verily, Allah is full of bounty to mankind, but most of them are ungrateful. Al-Qadr, this is liar, yeah, lies, invent lies against Allah, please. Polytheists or those deniers or what? Inventing lies against Allah. And what think those who perhaps join gods with Allah or partners with Allah, associating with Allah, worshipping Allah at the same time associating with Allah? Most of them are like that. What do they think of the day of judgment? One day I will tell you what they think of the day of judgment. When justice is denied here to these Jews, to the ayats you have, what? Stolen. God knows, messed up. Maybe, like shaitan coming to you and giving you revelations. That's why it's like this. Allah is engaged. Oh, so now, okay, we're back to Muhammad, you engaged. Now, look what I found. Okay, Anzarna, and then what did I find? Huh? You want me to go up to the transliteration? Why didn't I give a translation? Surah 20, ayat 97. See why they say take Surah 2, ayat 104, and you want me to look. Anzarna, 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 I say, okay? Surah 2 ayat 104, and this is against the Jews. Look at the footnotes also in Quran.com or any tafsir on any website. On Surah 2 ayat 104, why they don't say anzarna to the Prophet? Because they're not devoted. What does it mean, anzarna? What does anzarna really mean? Thanks to Abul Ala Maududi. Or did I give a... No, actually I don't think. I didn't give a transliteration. I've given Moses said. Oh no, sorry. Maududi's. Oh, I made a mistake here. Let's go to Surah 20 at 97 and then I will continue later. I will come on this. Part 2. Surah 20. Taha. Ayat 97. Oh, I want to finish this about what you might call it. With Basirat. With Basirat, they invite you to Allah, right? The messenger and his followers. Moses said, and go then, and decreed no contact. Now look at your God, right? Indeed, touch me not, and fail to keep. And look, anzar, anzarna, same. And look at your God. What does your own translators? I have not put this in brackets, huh? Your own translators have put. One translator do not touch me. Right? Okay, I have to go now, sorry. But just look at the, maybe I look at the, where's Maududi? Maududi? Which one was it? Where was it? Okay, I will show you later. Sorry, Maududi doesn't have in brackets. Whose translation have I taken? But I haven't. I will come back after this. I have to go now. Thank you so much.